which through those are showing me that I am worthy, that I am a good person. I'm liked at my job. I'm a great employee. I'm getting a raise. I have a wonderful girlfriend who's just amazing, successful, compassionate, loving, caring, beautiful. Something I thought I would never have or deserved. So through things like this, it just shows me that I am somebody, and I just need to focus on more on the positive and less on the negative. But yeah, I'm glad you called me in here to do this, man. And it's just a battle. Recovery isn't easy. It's not pretty. It's not. But it is beneficial.
Uh-huh.
It is beneficial. It is everything. Because I don't have to die in my addiction and fooling myself that I don't have an addiction and just wasting more time, just being drunk, just existing, just breathing, and not to, just the fact that I pretty much kid myself through my whole addiction, and it could be rolling right now, and my family could be visiting my grave. My little nieces could be, well, this is Uncle Matt, 33 years old, died. Sorry you didn't get to know him, and when you did see him, he was always messed up, and instead of, giving them the love they deserved, or my mother the respect she deserved, or, just being able to contribute and to help my family instead of hurt them, is always weighing on my mind. But like I said, I'm not doing that anymore. Today I purpose to make amends with my family, and just to be a good son, a good brother, a good uncle, somebody that they'd be proud of, not somebody that when I come up in conversation, well, let's change the subject, and it's all things that I've done to myself, is where the shame and guilt comes from. But if I'm having feelings of guilt and shame today, why? Because I'm not the same person today, so there should be no shame, and there should be no guilt, and I shouldn't be living in that state of mind. But I don't know. I could talk for hours and hours and just spiral out of control with the thoughts and process, and I don't even know if this is making any sense to you, but this is the mind of an addict. This is the mind of an alcoholic. And it is stressful. It's hard. But like I said, it is beneficial. You just got to keep fighting, and just have faith that it will get easier. It will get better. And it does, and it has, and I'm blessed. I really am blessed. What I just said might not sound to you like I'm blessed, but I am, and I'm grateful to God for just I can feel His presence. I can feel, my spiritual eyes really have been opened. And it's all due to Him. It ain't nothing that I did to myself. How I'm sober right now, because that's not what I do. I'm a mess. I'm a tornado. I'm a hurricane. I'll rip through everything, everyone. I will lie to you. I will steal from you. I'll use you and then throw you away. And today, that's not who I am. So Just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you, Matt. I gotta say, you had me tearing up there, man. The stuff that you said, I feel that same way. May not seem like that to you, but I do. You hit home a lot of things that you said there, from being put on the spot. Nobody. First of all, nobody likes to have their flaws pointed out. That's just a fact. And learn that in psychology class. Like, they're like, that's what you don't do. And I did that to you last week, and I'm like, you got to put the bacon in there. And I wasn't saying, hey, you're making that wrong. I was just like, hey, I made them like, but you felt attacked, and then you kind of came, well, I'm not making them that way. And then of course I got all, but I came back later and I was like, wait a minute, what was I, like, I shouldn't have came at Matt like that. I should have said, hey man, but I didn't. But I learned from that, like, okay, but it's one of those things where, I was just excited. I like twice baked potatoes, like, I was like, oh man, let me show you how I do it. That's kind of what I realized I didn't come off that way, but I had to go back and look at it and go, okay, what part did I play in that? Well, I raised Matt's, guard we're all at that kind of, that level of somebody comes, no, I didn't, and then you go, well, okay, did I handle that situation? And I'm right there with you, man. Like, but everybody is. Nobody likes to be called out for that. Yeah. So you are normal. So congratulations. you get a normal pass on that. Yeah. And the relationship thing, I'm proud of you for that, because I was just talking about before you came in here. We're in relationships with everybody. I've got a relationship with you, with Rob, with Ryan, with everybody. Mm-hmm. My mom, my sister. We're in relationships. So when they say, don't get a relationship for a year, okay, whatever, man. Like, I get it, because I've tripped up and drank over, and the reason why I did and picked the girls I did is because I think in the back of my mind I thought I could get away with drinking because this one has this problem, this one has this problem, this one's this problem. Look, they're not going to judge me, right. So I think, without thinking, letting my addiction think for me. Oh yeah, she's perfect for me and she's hot, so man. But it's work for us, man. I said something to somebody today because I thought I was in the right. I was like, well, I wasn't told happy birthday. I was left waiting for 2 hours, and all I was told was, well, you could have left. And I was like, well, maybe I was on my high horse. I don't know. But I was like, I do deserve to be treated better than that. And if this person, is my friend, I didn't even get a happy birthday, and so I, like I said, I probably jumped on my high horse and was like, hey, this is how I feel, without even considering how that person's feeling and what that person's going through. Maybe there's a good reason why I didn't, but nope, I just got on my high horse. But we're in this, and this is new to us. I don't think I've ever had a healthy relationship with like a woman like that kind of, like a intimate, romantic. I don't think I've ever had one. Like, looking back at all of them, there were some great women in my life. Don't get me wrong. But I think from my part of it, I was doing it all wrong, clearly. I mean, they finally were like, all right, tired of this guy. Like, you only do so much for him. Love him when he's sober. Can't take the drunk one. Peace out. But, to find somebody that's willing to take the time, because I'm sure, dude, we are not easy people to deal with. Not at all. So, I mean, sometimes we got to step back and just think, wow, this is amazing. Like, that someone would even want to take a chance on me. Yeah. It's like, let me see a diamond in the rough. But we also have to be careful too, because there's ones that are out there that just want the diamond for a minute and then see you later. Yeah. I mean, I've had that happen to me already, and it is what it is. But to find someone that's willing to work through your imperfections and to stick with you through that, I think that's amazing. And I'm right there with you. I mean, we don't have kids of our own, but we have nieces, nephews. Yeah. And, I think I've said the same thing that you said, I don't want them to look at a picture and, oh, Uncle Corey, yeah, I remember when he would always play the Poopy Monster, or, oh, he got me the cooking shirt that says, I don't like Pisces, and I want them. I want to know them, man. I want to get to know them, and it's not for them to know me. I want to get to know them, man, and I want to see them grow up, and I want to see them grow old, and I want to have a family of my own, and I know I can't do that drinking and living that old lifestyle, and I have to live life, and life sucks sometimes, and life's great sometimes, but it's just one of those things. I mean, you hit that right on the head too. It's ups and downs, man, and you're going through walls, and some of us are in different places, but some of the stuff you were saying, dude, I was right there with you. Like, yep. Like, I was on a roller coaster today, man, up and down, up and down. You weren't in here when I was talking about this, I don't think either, but got out of the Petoskey meeting, and sometimes, you know, like, I was told that I wasn't the recovery guru, and I'm like, okay, well, clearly she thought I was the recovery guru, the way she wouldn't have said that, but I don't think I'm the recovery guru. I'm just sharing my experiences and what I've been through and what doesn't work and what maybe could work. Everybody's different, though. Different for everybody. But I got in the car after the Petoskey meeting after I got another 6-month coin. Hey, I'll send it to somebody else. But I get in there and I look at my phone, and there's a guy from back home down in the Benton Harbor area, and he, you know, was like, hey, man, thanks for what you do, you know, 217 recovery, you know, it's amazing that, you know, you're sharing your story that, you know, could help other people that are in active addiction and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. Then the next message was like, yeah, a friend just died, overdose. And I was like, damn, like, you know, this is real life, man. You know, it is life and death. For us, yeah, you know, we can drink ourselves to death. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can get so drunk, fall down the stairs and die. I've heard many stories like that. But the opiate epidemic, you know, and it's raising a lot of awareness because, you know, it is so dangerous, because the next time they use, boom, I mean, their odds of dying or overdosing are just incredible. And they're not bad people.
No.
You know, we there's people that we know. I mean, we don't judge anybody on what they use or what they don't use. We just look at it like, okay, there's a problem, you know. They're running from something, and in my opinion. It may be running from something's not a real good term to use, but we all kind of seem to have that.
Yeah.
You know, there's something there that we don't want to face, and it's easier just for us to get drunk. And you know what? We were just an opportunity away from being hooked on a different type of drug. You know, like if that day when we were feeling that way, if somebody would have brought something over, we would have used it. You know, we would have. I have. And those are the things that are kind of scary. And that's why I've never thought, oh, I'm better than you, because I was just an opportunity away. Yeah. You know, when I said, oh, I'll never do coke, or I'll never smoke crack, or I'll never do this, I'll never do that. Boom. Give me some liquor in me. Hey, well, why not?
Yep.
That's good stuff. Okay. What does it make you feel like? I want to try it. Sure. Not in my right mind, but yeah, so that kind of hit home, though. It was just like, man, drove home, and I was just thinking, of course, I have Sprint phone, so I don't get music sometimes because I don't get service because Sprint sucks. But yeah, so I mean, sometimes I need those times just to think, with just nothing, just driving and just thinking, you know, like when your nieces grow up, my nephews grow up, you know, what's the new thing going to be then?
Yeah.
You know, there are mean, horrible people out there that just care about money, and they don't care, like I said earlier, like whose life it destroys or what families they tear apart. And when you go to those guys, just take your TV over to them. You know, don't pay them in money anymore. Just take your couch over, because I mean, you're buying them new couches, you're buying them new TVs. You know, get them some new rims for their car, because that's what you're doing. I mean, if you look at it that way, it'll be a little bit easier to instead maybe go to a hospital. Maybe, you know, like I said, go to the Michigan State Police Post. They have the Angel program. They're not going to ask you where you been, who's your dealer, none of that stuff. And I'm telling you 100%, there's nothing shady about that. You won't go to jail. Just do something, because stop giving these people new stuff. If you're going to buy somebody a TV, buy me a TV. Buy Matt a TV.
Yeah.
We could use a TV. We'll even buy you some ice cream. Guarantee if you come over here, buy me a TV. Buy me a microphone, I'll buy you some ice cream.
Yeah.
But, no, seriously. If you do need resources, if you want to find a place to go, check out the resources, 217recovery.com. You can actually, there's a Recuv Hub. Click on that, and that'll tell you what rehabs are around you. Type in your zip code, it'll tell you if they have beds available. I mean, there's lots and lots of resources on our website, which you might think, oh, it's a little website, a little podcast website.